What's up, everybody? Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Space Engineers. When we left off in the last episode, we were working on framing in the bridge in a glass style of doing things. I did not realize how resource intensive this was going to become. So let me lay this out for you. Each one of these 1x1 flat panels is 25 bulletproof glass and 10 girders. The girders aren't that big of a deal, but the glass, kind of a big deal. The slants, 35 glass, and the corners are like 24 or something weird. Something like that. It's a lot. I did the math, and from this point, where I'm at right now, which actually some of these even have the glass filled in already, but they don't have the girders. So at this point, I still need 670 bulletproof glass for this small little dome of glass panes. It's kind of ridiculous. Kind of ridiculous. I do currently have almost 600 done. I stopped short at 80-something. Like 84, because I actually ran out of silicon. Unfortunately. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way. And I've been working on this a little bit. You'll notice it now takes up the full screen again. That's because I was actually doing some work on the script part. Wow, it's so noisy over here. It's almost like these machines are doing something. So I did a little bit of work on the script here, trying to get it to loop through all the containers and add a string that had all of the data. Unfortunately, it's still in its raw stage. As you can see that there's detector 5, detector 11, so it's just listing everything that's in these crates, and it's only the storage crates too. It's not the refineries and assemblers, and that could easily be added in, but it's not all of those. But the big problem is that it's just looping through and putting everything in one long list, even if there's duplicates. So I'm going to have to refine that a little bit at some point, and make it to where it's actually... oh, that one's already got it. Make it to where it's actually got the, takes it into account if you've already encountered the thing, and then just adds it to one global value instead of just what you have in a crate. It'll be like what you have in all of them ever. So, like, all of your iron, this somewhere in your storage system, you have this much iron left, kind of thing. Things of that nature. So there's that kind of stuff that I've got to add to it yet. Let's see, what are some other things that I want to do to that script? Ah, crap. I'm already... Oh, wait, I have another 100 panels. Okay. I was going to say, I was like, man, I really expected to be closer to having them all done than that. Yeah, here we go. So... I'm trying to think of some other things that I want to do. Obviously, formatting on that script obviously is going to be a thing that we don't want it to just look like that. That would just be bad. I don't know how intense I'm going to get with that script thing as far as, what am I thinking? Oh, right there. Ran out. As far as, is it going to be broken down by ores and all that? I don't think I'm going to do all that. I'll probably just list every inventory item and kind of be done with it. Actually, I'm not truly even sure if I'm going to be doing a whole lot of stuff with, the... Wow, this is going a long way. I'm not really even sure how far with it I'm gonna go as far as, making it, reformatting the name strings and stuff to where they look more normal. So this is kind of cool. I'm kind of liking it. I definitely enjoyed it more in creative when you could just place the block down. That was so much nicer. So we're gonna have to do another drilling run, I think. This is kind of cool, though. I will admit, it is darker than I was expecting. I was kind of expecting it to have a little bit more light in it, but that's probably because of how I have the panels facing. That they're not... They've got the reflective side on the outer area, to where it's not letting as much light in, is probably an issue. So because of that, we're gonna have a bit of a lighting problem here. Oh wow, it just takes that long to type in, huh? Okay, so we've got... I don't know what the difference is between these two, but let's grab one of these. Interior light curve. Ooh, now this is intriguing. We do have the hanging lights, but I feel like those are going to be a little problematic because there's nothing to hang them on. Kind of the same thing with this stuff. Like, it's just going to be kind of an issue. This, I don't know, we might be able to get away with this, or put it like on the floor somewhere, if it would allow us to. Need construction components. See, it won't let me put it out here though, because this is all considered one block. Ugh. I kind of understand how they started this system, but I really, really hope that they end up doing a medieval engineers setup on this. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do about the lighting. If you guys have any ideas on what to do about the lighting, I'm all ears, because I really don't have a single idea. Let's go ahead and make... Let's just do another 100 of these. I've got plenty of iron ore, it's just got to be ground up. Speaking of, I had some going in a refinery. It's the assembler. Yeah, I have 60,000 kilograms. So that's gonna go for a while, and then I think I have even more. Yeah, I have more down here. We've got the scrap metal, which turns back into iron, I think. Unfortunately, I don't have any more silicon. Great. Just peachy. Tell you what, we're gonna grab this and try and finish out some of these over here before we take another... Well, no, actually, I should set up the drill first, to be honest. Tell you what, let's turn on the ore detector and the antenna. There we are. So we can see what's up. And now we're gonna head down. I do kind of like those grab walks. Those are pretty cool. They're fun to work with. So this thing worked beautifully, by the way. It was pretty epic. The one thing that I had to do was I had to tell it to turn off the thruster dampeners, or not dampeners. What's the word? Override. I had to turn off the override. Oops. Oh, there we go. Nope. There we go. Let's back it up. And this thing actually moves pretty well, not gonna lie. Let's see if we can't get a better angle on this here. And I ended up coming in a little bit high at this angle beforehand, so I'm going to put this run somewhere about here and do it this way, I think. Oops, no. That's not how I wanted to do that. It's still kind of weird how this works. It's something like I've got to get out of the ship or something and then it worked? No. How did I get this to work before? The sensors are on. Okay, so here we go. So you have to have the sensors on and then get to the asteroid. If you've already got the asteroid in view or in sensor range, then it doesn't work. Apparently, is how that works. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab right from here. Oh, no, not refinery. I want the assembler. There we go. See, this is kind of cool, though, right? Like, the cargo door opens, you just drop the Whoa! Can he catch it? Can he catch it? It's a fly ball! Oh, and he catches it. Right into the glove. That was just funny. You just turn around and there's just this, like, big rock just flying at us. Okay. Now that we've got that underway, we can utilize... See, that's what I love about drones. Driller drones are the best. One of these days I'll figure out how to make a construction drone or something so that I can just sit in my spacesuit and, I don't know, sip tea or something while I just watch my space station get constructed all by itself. That would be awesome. Okay, so I guess we're going this way now. Oh, really? I used 100 girders already? Are you kidding? Okay, let's do some actual math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. 9 more window panes that require girders, so we need 90 plus a few extra here and there, so I need another 100, don't I? That's probably about right. I was gonna say, I love how it tells you you don't have enough or something of whatever you need, and you're kind of like, yeah, I know it's in there. Just make it happen. Don't lie to me. One thing I want to do, this is just kind of something that's been bugging me a little bit. This looks so blah. I've been seeing a lot of LCD panels or scripts on the workshop, and one of the cool things they do is change the font color. So the background's fine, but we need to change this. Something like that. Maybe? I don't want it to blend in too much, but that still looks like it's got that kind of brighter level to it. I don't want it to be as teal, but I want it to be a little brighter. Maybe like that? That's pretty good. I like that. Wow, actually it almost blends in with the antennas and everything. But yeah, I like that. At least it looks a little bit better, right? And I am gonna do, just while that's off in mining land and everything, I am gonna do a quick edit. Do let me know if this is something you'd like to see in the programming tutorial series, though, because I'm not really gonna explain what I'm doing here. I just kind of want to add a couple of tweaks real quick. We'll put a plus there, and actually, just for this at the moment, let's set up with what's the name of our ship again? I can't ever spell the thing. That should compile fine. I know it's Ptolemaios from the the Gundam 00 series, but I never can remember how to spell it because it's so wonky. Okay. So, what I want to do is set up Ptolemaios Mark III inventory analyzer, maybe. Version 1.0, perhaps. And then let's do... Oh wait, I don't need to do that because it's still in the string. Nope. Something like that. That should be good. So what this is basically going to do is it's going to add that line up at the top. Oh, I need to change that. How many did I do here? Like 3? 1, 2, 3. I think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So what this is going to do is it's basically just going to add the line at the top that says Ptolemaios Mark III Inventory Analyzer version 1.0. And then I just added a little space to the edge because it looks so weird when it's like butted right up against the edge of the screen, so that just gives it a little bit of a buffer so that it doesn't look as odd. Obviously it's still going off the edge of the screen, which isn't optimal. But, you know, all those things will be fixed at some point. And, like I said, some of these, because of all the mods I have in here, some of these, like the Azimuth Supercharger and stuff, I don't know if I could actually set up a situation where you could plan for those to be in there? I don't know. I don't know. You could. Let's put it that way. You could theoretically put a line of code in there for every type of mod that adds any new weapon or item to the game and tell it to format the string or the title to look like this instead of having it all be one word. You know, that's what I was meaning is the Azimuth Supercharger is all one word, where you could go in and say if it's equal to Azimuth Supercharger, make it Azimuth Space Supercharger kind of thing to clean up the look a little bit and make it look better. So you could totally do that. I mean, if you had enough time on your hands, you could do that for every single mod on the workshop if you wanted to. My statement there was reflecting more that I don't think that's gonna happen, at least not for me. I don't have that kind of time to go through each and every mod and find out what each and every little individual component does. Kinda wish I did. But, so, in that regard, I will probably have it nicely formatted and neatly looking for, the main default blocks. As to the remaining blocks, I've got no idea. The remaining ones, the mod blocks, will probably just look formatted weirdly. I just realized the grammatics of that statement were terrible. They will be formatted strangely because I don't have the time to sit through and make a case situation for each one of them, is my point. So, for the most part, though, other than a few more glass panes, we're pretty much done with the bridge, which is cool, other than lighting, which is horrible right now. So, what do we need? It cut off about here? So I need 24. Let's just say 50 for that, and so 74? No, maybe. 50? Yeah, 74. Should be. Unless one of these other ones cut off and I didn't fully complete them, but I think I did. So I need 74. Don't know how much silicon that is, but let's check our driller and see how it's doing. Driller. Look at this. It digs such a nice, straight tunnel. It's so amazing. Whoa! Debris! Debris! And, I've also found out that I don't think this is because the thing's full, this is just stuff that it doesn't pick up. Like, the drills just don't collect it. Can I collect it? This is all iron. Dude! What the heck? Hey, excuse me, dude. Oh, totally just bore a hole through the entire thing. That's kind of awesome. Kind of impressed. Just tell me you've got some silicon in here. None? Okay. Manual control time. Okay. Yeah. We're taking over. Set the thruster override. Okay. You know what? Let's go ahead... Oh, wait, no. Never mind. I don't think that'll work. I just realized I don't have, like, any lights on this ship. That could probably be bad. Silicon, you're right there. How did it not... I'm a little perplexed by how it has not found silicon. Like how it went through that whole tunnel and just completely missed it. Okay, so tell you what I'm going to do. Actually, I didn't realize how close we are to time. So I'm going to turn this on. Move in. Kind of angle it to where it's hopefully going to go towards it this time. And... Wait! Stop! It's these... It's all of these. It's all of these. Wait, no, they're disabled. Why do you keep going sideways? I don't understand why it keeps flying to the side. Okay, stop. Just stop. Disable. I think it's because I moved it to the side to try and angle it properly once the sensors were already on. I think it messed it up. There. Go forth. Find silicon. Okay, so I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here on that note, since we're almost out of time. In the meantime, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace!